There's the first row of face products. These are highlights, bronzers, and some contour products. So I'm just gonna lay all this stuff out. Okay, so first things first are a couple of things that I know I'm definitely going to get rid of, and that's these things. These are the Prestige Skin Loving Minerals. I have one in Rich Bronze and the other in Pure Shimmer. I used to love these. I've had them for a very long time. They no longer sell Prestige makeup in the UK. I think the brand in general may have actually gone under. But I really loved these for a long time, and that's why I've kept hold of them. But I have other things I would rather use, so I am going to let these guys go now. I'm also going to get rid of this. This is the Maxi Bronzer from Superdrug in Deep Bronze. It's huge. It's so big. And I mean, it was cheap enough. It was like £5. If I want to get another one, then I can. But I just don't have a use for it at the moment. I have a lot of other bronzers that I could be using, so I'm gonna let this guy go as well. This Bourjois Maxi Bronzer, I actually like this one. If I swatch this one next to the Superdrug one, the Bourjois one is a lot more orange, and the this one is more of like a tan color, but I like this one. I don't know why I like it more, but I do like it more. I'll keep it for like the next 6 months, and if I don't use it, then I will get rid of it. But I like it for like my chest and such. That's the reason I had the other one as well. I don't know if I would use this on my face. We'll see, but we'll keep hold of it for just now. This I did declutter before, and then it kind of worked its way back in, but I haven't used it, so it's getting re-decluttered. This Undress Your Skin from MUA, it's kind of cracked. I mean, it is really pretty, but I have other highlights that are much nicer quality that I would rather be using, so I'm going to get rid of this guy. Next is the Sleek Contour Kit in Light. I haven't used this in about a year, but I do really like it. I mean, I don't think the bronzer's too orangey or anything, and I really like the highlight. It's very similar to Soft and Gentle. I'm gonna keep it and try and finish it up over the next year. This is the 17 Divining Contour Kit. I haven't actually used this. It's nice colours. They're both matte. I will keep it for just now, and then maybe declutter it at a later point. This is the NARS bronzer in Casino. I really like this bronzer. I haven't had much use of it in the last year or so, but I really like this bronzer. It's really deep and it's got a nice neutral undertone to it. It's not quite as orangey as Laguna. It would take you a long time to go through one of these, but I'm definitely going to keep hold of this guy for now. Hoola from Benefit. This is just a little 3 gram sample size. Again, I do really like this. I just kind of need to use it up, I suppose. I might put this in my next project pan, being that it's still quite so small. So we'll see what happens with that guy. This is my YSL Terra Saharan. It is broken. It's broken. This breakage is a recent thing, but I can always just repress it. There's not a whole lot left in here, so I don't see me finding it too hard to finish this up. I really like this powder. It's a very light bronzer. It's perfect for winter, perfect for spring, and it's a very, it has a slight, I think you can probably make that out. It has like a slight warmth to it. It's not straight up orange. This is a powder I actually haven't used yet. This is another sort of light bronzer. It's actually kind of similar in color to the YSL one, but it's like way cheaper. This is from 17 and it's the light bronze instant glow bronzer, and it's a matte bronzer as well, which is awesome. So I'm going to keep hold of this one for now. This is actually in the wrong section. This is a face powder from L'Oreal. It's their I don't actually know what this is called. It's an illuminating powder, I know that much. It had like a shimmery overspray to it, and then it's just like a pinky illuminating powder. It's for setting your makeup, I suppose. But yeah, it's in the wrong section. I haven't actually used it on my face yet. I will keep hold of it for just now. My MAC bronzer in matte bronze. I've hit pan on this guy. I really like this. This is a nice, it has a warmth to it. It's it's really difficult to swatch it. It's not the best swatching, but it looks amazing on the skin. It has a bit of hard pan. I will have to scrape that off, but I think I could probably use this up over the next year. X Factor bronzing powders. These are beasts. They come with 21 grams of product. I've spoken about them before. We have golden, and we have bronze. Bronze is my favorite. It's the more natural, as you can probably tell. Like, golden is like golden. Golden is perfect for highlighting like your décolletage and such. It's actually kind of similar to that maxi bronzer from Bourjois, so I'm gonna get rid of this one, being as I have golden. And then we have bronze, which is a lot more of a wearable kind of color. So that's golden and that's bronze. Love them, so I'm going to keep hold of those. This is a NYX blush in taupe. I'm already about halfway through this, so I am just going to keep it to finish up. I have another one in taupe, which I might declutter, but we'll get to that when we do the blushes. But I'm going to keep hold of this one. This is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. Can you tell how old it is? It's really old, and it's starting to like, it's doing this weird thing in the middle here. I don't know what that is. It's almost like it's in layers. It still smells good, and it still swatches good. I don't know. I mean, I could always buy a new one. I will keep it for another 6 months, and if I haven't used it within the next 6 months, like at all, then I'll get rid of it. This is the Smooth Skin bronzer from NYC. This is really nice. It is really nice. It's quite pigmented. I do like it. I do. but I'm already keeping a lot of bronzer, and this wasn't all that expensive, so I might declutter this one because I've barely used it. I've maybe used it like 10-20 times, so I'm going to get rid of this guy. This is the NYX matte bronzer. This is really nice. It's kind of unusual. It has sort of like that's a really heavy swatch. It has a really pink base to it. It's a very natural bronzer, but I haven't actually gotten much use of it on my face. Again, I think I might keep this for like another 6 months, see how I get on with it, and if I don't use it, then I'll declutter it. These are two I'm definitely keeping. These are my Guerlain bronzers. I have the one, the Four Seasons in Nude, and it looks like this. It's really, really pretty. This is a very, oh, it smells so good. This is a very light bronzer. It's perfect for winter. And then we have the Terracotta in the shade number 3, which looks like this. And this is a much warmer bronzer, perfect for summer. So I'm totally keeping those. This one I am going to declutter. This is the Natural Collection bronzer in Golden, because I'm keeping the Max Factor one. So you can see this is a very shimmery bronzer, and you know, this is only a couple of pounds, so I can always pick it up again if I want it. This one I'm definitely keeping is the Vivid Bake bronzer in Ready to Go. This is from Makeup Revolution. I love this bronzer. It swatches terribly, but it looks amazing on the face. I love it. It's like a blush topper, bronzer topper. It's beautiful stuff. So I'm told. We have the highlighting palette from Sleek. This is new, so I'm going to keep it, obviously. We have the Elizabeth Arden Bronzing Duo. I quite like this, actually. I like that it's two different colours. There's it swatched as two different colours, and you can blend them together as well. Obviously it is kind of shimmery. There's it sort of blended a bit more together, but it's perfect for like sculpting a little bit, and then you sort of put a blush in the center of it and it looks really, really pretty. Should I keep it? Should I not? I don't know. No, I'm not going to keep it. I'm going to pass this on. The L'Oreal bronzer, however, I will keep because I really like this bronzer. This has like a yellowy undertone, which sounds really weird, but it looks beautiful, and I'm totally keeping that guy. I have two Cargo products. I have the blush in Louisiana and the bronzer in Medium. Here's the bronzer. It's a super shimmery bronzer. It's even more golden than Max Factor's golden. It is super shimmer. I really like it. You have to be really light with it and careful, but it's really, really nice. So I am going to keep hold of that guy. And then we have Louisiana blush, which I know I said blush, but hello, does that look like blush to you? Hell's no. You could not wear this as a blush. This is totally a highlight, and it's a freaking awesome highlight at that. Cargo have quite a few really nice blushes that are highlights. I went back to look at the other ones, but Cargo is no longer sold in Aberdeen. The Aberdeen branch in Debenhams was their first counter to open when they came back to the UK, and it's no longer there. Actually, I get the feeling that they're pulling out of Debenhams again, or pulling out of the UK again. I'm not entirely sure, but all the stuff on the website was on sale, and you know, the counter is gone, so I don't know. I just don't know. This is the Autograph Golden Rose Pure Luxe Powder Highlighter. I decluttered this before. I thought it was a limited edition, but it's not. But it's just so pretty that I can't get rid of it. Look at that glow, guys. Look at that glow. It's so nice. But I haven't really used it, so I don't know. I'm gonna keep hold of it for another 6 months and then see what happens. And I'll definitely be keeping, because I've used it quite a lot, especially over like the last year. This is the Golden Rose Illumination highlighter from Elizabeth Arden. I wish they would bring this back. I did have 2 of them, but I didn't think I would go through 2, so I gave one to a close friend of mine. And there is a swatch of it right there. It's a lot more subtle than the one from Autograph, but that's why I like it. I'm gonna get these palettes out of the way. This blush palette is in this drawer because it doesn't fit in my blush drawer. I really like these shades. I haven't actually had a chance to play with them. This is the Makeup Revolution blush palette in Hot Spice. You have the 2 marbleized shades, and then a selection of really nice warm tones. These are beautiful, so I'm going to keep hold of that. This is the Radiance palette. These are my favorite ones. These are very nice skin tone shades. This one's more beige, this one has a bit more pink, and this one obviously is a little bit more of a golden tone. They're beautiful. If you are a makeup artist and you need a selection of highlights for your kit, this would be the one I would go for, because they're cheap, they're really nice quality, they're finely milled, and they suit a whole range of skin tones. You could do an entire bridal party with just this one palette. This is the Ultra Contour Kit. Again, I actually haven't used this on myself. I used this on Lorraine when I did her makeup. So you have your contour shades, a little bit of a bronzer, marbleized highlight, and your highlight shades. You got a bit of a banana powder going on there and a matte highlight. So I'm going to keep this for like another 6 months and see if I use it. If not, I will possibly get rid of it, because there's no point in having a contour palette if I don't use it. And then this is the highlight palette from Makeup Revolution, and these are more in your face highlights. You have your bright golden, your stark pink, and then this is more of like a lilac tone. It's totally unnatural highlights. They're very blingy highlights. They're really nice, so I am going to keep hold of it. This is the Instant Glow Shimmer Brick from 17. This is like the poor girls Bobbi Brown shimmer brick. This one is in gold bronze, and it's just a gorgeous golden highlight. You can kind of adapt it to taking more of the darker side, more of the lighter side. Use it as eyeshadow, use it in an inner corner highlight. These are pretty cheap and easy to come by. I am going to keep this one because you know, I will, if I get rid of it now, I will inevitably buy another one at some point, so I will keep this one for now. This is the Bronze Universal from Chanel. I've had this for quite a while. I haven't used it a lot lately. I need to start using it to get, like, use it up. It's like a cream bronzer. It's really nice. It smells nice. I just need to work it into my routine, because it's a bit of a faff cream bronzer. It's just it's an additional step that you don't really need. But I will give it a bash and try and get more use out of this guy. We have my Guerlain Cruel Gardenia Meteorites. This is that thing that everyone went gaga over a couple of years ago. This used to be the most expensive thing in my makeup collection. This is the first time I spent more than £40 on an individual item. But it is beautiful. It doesn't smell as bad as it used to. It It used to smell really strongly of like vinegar. But there's a swatch of it. Isn't that pretty? I'm gonna make it like my mission in this coming year to use this up because it is just too pretty to let it sit in a drawer and go to waste. I'm gonna use it and enjoy it and love it. Next we have my Laura Mercier powders. This first one is the bronzer in Ritual. It looks really freaking scary. It's not, I promise. It just looks scarier than it is. It's a really dark bronzer, but it's a sheer dark bronzer. It's really easy to work with. It has a really nice like pink shimmer shot through it, which is unusual. It makes it slightly more wearable, so we're going to keep hold of Ritual. This is the matte, what is it called? The Matte Radiance Baked Powder in Highlight. This is like the best highlight ever. Like if you're gonna get a highlight, a high-end highlight, this is probably like the one that I would totally recommend. It's amazing. It is super natural. It has a bit of like a white gold to it. It's not, definitely not a pink one, but it is stunning. And then we have the Spellbound highlight. This is it just says Face Illuminator in Spellbound. It is gorgeous. Mine is broken, as you can see, but I don't mind. It is a gorgeous sort of rose gold shade. It's more gold than rose gold, but it is beautiful. They've renamed this one. I can't remember what it's called now. I think it's like Guilty or like Illusion or something, but they've come out with various shades of this formula. It is a really nice formula. It goes really nicely on the skin. It's not powdery. It's just really smooth, really pretty. And then lastly we have my MAC powders. Yeah. Well, we have Soft and Gentle. I like Soft and Gentle a lot, so we're keeping Soft and Gentle. We're going to attempt to use up Soft and Gentle at some point, so we're keeping you. This is Chez La May. I've used this a lot, but I find I have other ones that I reach for, so I might actually get rid of this one. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this one. Same with Redhead, the mineralized finish in Redhead. I've used it like a couple of times, but I don't really reach for it in that color. I'm not really feeling. This one in Lightscapade I'm gonna keep because I like this one. It's a very universal kind of color. If I can get a better swatch of it. There we go. It's a very universal color. It actually kind of reminds me of the Laura Mercier highlight. So I will keep hold of this guy. And then we have Petticoat, which I really like this one. It looks so cool. It's pretty. It kind of reminds me of Jupiter, actually. Like the planet, not anything called Jupiter. Look at it. Just look at that. This is more of a blush than anything else. I just kind of keep it with my other mineralized skin finishes. It is really nice. It's a beautiful kind of blush topper thing. It's so pretty, so I'm going to keep hold of that too. I'm getting rid of 11 highlights and bronzers, and these are what I'm keeping. I think that's quite a nice declutter. I find it really difficult to let go of beautiful highlights and beautiful bronzers, even though you know you can only use like one of each at a time, maybe two of each at a time. Push. But I really want to keep hold of these ones. I really like them. These ones, they're really pretty and everything, but like these ones, I can totally I can repurchase them anytime. Same with these, same with that guy. These are dupeable, and these are just really freaking old, and you know, very similar to other things I already own anyways, so it's not like they're going to be majorly missed. So I'm really happy with what I'm getting rid of. I'm super happy with what I'm keeping. So next is blush, I suppose. We'll go with blush.